So let me say this before I go any further. All men need to take care of themselves. All men. But in specific, black men definitely need to take care of themselves. They do. So just today I was at the YMCA, right? And I get there and I worked out, right? And I felt, like I had to use the bathroom. I had to do the number 2. Now, taking heat, I knew it was coming. Pause. Because I had defecated earlier that morning, about 7. But normally I defecate either, anywhere between 2 to 4 times out of the day. Just depends on how much I eat per day. And I'm glad that I'm able to, dispose or get rid of my fecal matter because of the fact that I don't want to keep that in my body. If you keep food stored in your stomach, eventually it will what? Sour. It will go bad. Thus, this is the reason why when you take a shit, you smell like shit. Or your underarms are funky. That is giving you or letting you the telltale, truth of letting you know that something in your body is stale. It's fermenting, excuse me. You understand? So, I get to the bathroom. So there's, in the men's locker room, we have 2 saunas, 2 steam rooms, 1 big hot tub, and 2 showers, right? We got a shower in jail, how you can go in there and everybody's exposed. And then we have our own personal showers on the other side, in which I use, where you can close the curtain and take a shower, right? But on each side, we have stalls, bathroom stalls, right? So I go over to the stinky side because the hot tub is over there, right? So I go over there and I'm like, you know what? It's kind of early. Maybe not, people in the stalls. I go over there. It's like, oh, man. They done blew up the goddamn area, right? So I go to the other side and there's 2 people already defecating right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being around people or near people or by people that is defecating or taking the shit, right? And I've had my personal experiences, farting, going, grunting. I don't want to hear none of that, right? So I said, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait it out for a little while or whatever have you. But it's crazy because, eventually I took the shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy that throughout this whole day, I've experienced it, black men and the health conditions that we're in. You understand? I went to the sauna, and it was this older guy, and he was talking about how he got both his knees, removed, and it's prosthetic, he got a prosthetic knee caps and stuff like that. And I'm just like, wow, you got to be kidding me. And it's just, when you look at black men and their health, it's like we're so fucking stubborn till it makes no sense. We eat all of the most fucked up foul food, thinking that we're not going to ever get sick. We don't eat vegetables. At least we don't eat a sufficient amount of vegetables and fruits. We despise anything as, being healthy. It was this one rumor that used to go around. I don't know if it's still, it still goes around that if you are vegetarian, you're the other way, part of the alphabet community, if you understand what I'm saying. Starts with a G, gay. So it's like throughout our lives as being black men, we just live this ignorant ass lifestyle where our diet is whatever the hell we choose to eat for that particular day. And we wonder why we suffer from prostate cancer, colon cancer. I've had several men in my family drop dead. I have men in my family right now that are, taking pills, or their knee got messed up, or their leg. And it's always something. And I just wanted to always be, the opposite. I always wanted to do better for myself. You understand? This is the reason why I chose the vegetarian lifestyle. And I'm not perfect. You understand? I definitely I'm not perfect. You all know that because I'm going back on the detox again. Like this week. You understand? Because like the first detox I went on 60 days and I dropped like close to 40 pounds. I dropped all the way down to like 142. I was like around 180, around that area, right? And I dropped down to like 142. And the minute I started eating, I picked weight back up. Now I'm at about 158. You understand? I don't want to be that weight. I know for me and my height and what works for me, that's not healthy for me. You understand? So I want to drop down to about 150. I say between 150 and 155, I'm good. But I'm a work in progress. While there are others that have accepted their obesity, black men that is, that have accepted that they have arthritis and pains in their ankles and their arms, etc. They have accepted that. And right now, as I'm speaking to you, there are black men that are walking around with ills and pains and that's just basically dealing with it. And if they were to just stop right now, right, and take care of the problem, the matter at hand, it wouldn't get worse. And that's where the ignorance comes in. It's not just in the diet, but it's just the ignorance of ignoring that there's a problem, that there's something going on in your body that you choose not to take care of. And eventually down the line, it's going to affect you. But we don't want to adhere to that. We want to go to the cookouts. We want to go to the clubs and drink excessively. We want to eat soul food. We want to do whatever the fuck we want to do. And I get it to a certain extent because we're men. And we're entitled to do what the fuck we want to do. And if anything, the only thing that we really control is what we eat. Because we damn for sure don't run the world. We damn for sure don't have any say-so in society. And we definitely have a lot of common problems. And I say common problems, meaning that I'm a black man and there's a black man that lives right on the other side of the street with me. Right across from me, right? And if he gets stopped by the police, he has that same type of reaction that I may have. A little bit of nervousness, not knowing if you're going to go home or not. Because at that point in time, you know that someone else is in control of your life, your body. The only time that we really have any type of control is really when we're at the dinner table. And I get it. I understand when somebody wants to take control of that. It's like, well, what the hell else do I have control of? I get it. But there has to be some type of discipline. There has to be some type of accountability. Like, I had a friend, how can I say it? I had a friend that had a loved one that was very dear to that particular person, because I don't want to say her or him or this or that because they would know. And I'm not trying to throw their business out there. That was very dear to that person. I mean, really, really, really dear. And the dude died. And before he died, he was throwing up and he couldn't hardly walk. And it's just all types of shit. It was like a slow death. Like he been dying like for a whole year now. And the doctors promised that he wasn't gonna live but anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. And he managed to live out a year, right? But the problem is that look at what he was look what he was going through. Like, I would rather much had just died in 4 to 6 weeks instead of just living out a whole year of passing out and throwing up and just being sick all the goddamn time. Like, let me tell you something. If I live to be 70, 80, 90, 100 years old, right? And I can't run around this block, I can't run a mile, I can't do push-ups, pull-ups, and lift weights and shit like that. I don't want to be 100. I don't want to be 90. I don't want to be 80. I don't want to be 70. Yeah, true indeed, around that age, I had to take my time. I'm not 20, 30, 40 years old anymore. But at the same time, if I can't do the things that I used to do, you know, not as much, but the things that I used to do at 20, 30, 40 years, man, that's like hell to me. Let me tell you something that really matters to me too. And I'm glad that we're talking about this because this is totally totally relevant to what, to this topic. Yo, let me tell you something. If I can't fuck at 70, 80, 90, 100 years old, if my dick can't get hard, yo, bury me. I don't give a fuck if I'm still breathing. Just throw the dirt over me and I'll make sure that I die. If my man, Mr. Walter, aka The D, don't work when I'm 70, 80, 90 years old, I don't want to live. That's my word. And I mean, this is a side note, but seriously, I'm not even lying. I have no disrespect to you all that have gotten changes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you feel as though that you a female, that's fine. But I just don't understand it. I can't comprehend that. Like one day, Mr. Walter, aka The D, I wake up early in the morning, I go take a piss, and I'm pissing out of a line in the middle of my goddamn stomach. Nah, that's not how I get down. Every morning when I gotta take a piss, I pull Mr. Walter, The D, out and you know what I'm saying? Let him do his work. Me and him are like this. I don't understand it. Which leads me to this. Like, yo, I'm not lying. I had really bad health problems when I was fucking up. And this is recent. This is not too long ago. I was fucking up. I was drinking wine every day. I was eating all types of shit, fried food, pizza. I was a starchitarian instead of a vegetarian. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you the reason why. One of the main reasons why I turned myself around and I changed my diet. And yes, true indeed, vegetarians can live a reckless lifestyle. Vegetarians can have poor eating habits because it's about what you eat. You could be a vegetarian, that don't mean shit. It's about what you eat though, as a vegetarian, right? So I'm gonna tell you what really like put the nail in the coffin, right? I'm not lying, this is my word. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not trying to really make this video out more than what it already is. Yo, this is my word. I'm not lying. It got to the point where I was damn near going blind because of my poor eating habits and me drinking. And yo, let me tell you something. And this is my word. If you don't believe me, do the science on it. Do the research on it. I didn't even realize. Yo, let me tell you something. I didn't realize just how effective in a negative way alcohol can be. They're just now telling us now that alcohol causes cancer. So there's no telling what else it does. And the reason why I'm saying that is because alcohol is socially accepted. So that means that you could drink alcohol at a funeral. You could drink alcohol at a birthday party. You could drink alcohol at a wedding. You could drink alcohol at a cookout. Just imagine that. One day you waking up, you damn near going blind. And you trying to figure out, well, I ain't got cataracts. And I ain't got this and I ain't got that. Nah, it's just the alcohol, nigga. That plain and simple. But let me get back to the point. So I'm damn near going blind. My stomach is hanging out. I still need to prove my stomach, but it was 10 times worse than what it is now. I'm fat. I'm struggling. You understand? Not struggling as far as like I'm still working out and stuff like that, but I'm struggling meaning that I just don't have that type of momentum and that self-motivation that I had when I was in shape, right? And I'm gonna tell you, out of all of that shit, I was suffering I was going through insomnia. I couldn't hardly sleep. None of that shit stopped me from drinking. I'm gonna tell you what stopped me from drinking. My dick went limp. And the old lady was like, damn, your dick look like... She hurt my feelings, man. I ain't gonna even lie, man. I'm about to tell you what she said, and it was like, damn, you had to say that. That's when I changed. She was like, yo, your dick look like a turtle. And the head just went inside the shell. That's what she said. And from that point on, I said, man, screw that shit. And let me tell you something. I changed, you know what I'm saying? And I got my shit right. And now I'm bang, 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 bang. I'm knocking that shit out the park, goddammit. I told the old lady the other day, I was like, yo, talk your shit now. She's like, I ain't got nothing to say. Yeah, right. Get on your knees. And you know, come on, man. I ain't saying it like that. I'm just saying get on your knees, meaning bow down to the master. Show enough. For real. This is what bothers me the most, because if I was going through that, and I'm a vegetarian, I don't even eat half of the shit that you all eat. And I was suffering from ED. I know good and goddamn well you all are. In other words, what I'm saying is, this bad dietary habit that we have, it leads to nothing good. Nothing. Nothing. And let me tell you something, you young boys. Straight up. I'm going to tell you, seriously, I'm going to give you all a secret. Y'all ready? We used to drink OE. You know what I'm saying? Old English, 40 ounces, St. Ides, all of that shit, right? And I really thought what was the word on the street, which is, yo, you drink a 40, it'll make your dick hard. And we would spaz out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, one summer, we spazzed the hell out. Like, I got, let me pull this shit back a little bit. I was drinking 40s back to back to back. And lo and behold, they were putting chemicals inside the OE, the 40 ounces, that was giving us a low sperm count. And I was wondering throughout all these years, because I had my first child, like, later on in life. In other words, I had my first child when I stopped drinking, smoking, and all the rest of that shit. And I met the mother of my children, and she did none of that shit. So guess what? Her eggs were fertile. My motherfucking super sperm. My shit was straight. But I had wondered why in the world throughout all those years when I was younger, I never got anybody pregnant. It's because I was drinking that 40 ounce. It's because I was smoking. I was doing all types of shit that caused my body to just break the fuck down. And all I was doing is skeeting up in bitches. That's it. So just when you think, just because you young, you could drink and you could smoke, you could smoke, outsmoke Snoop Doggy Dogg and Khalifa, Wiz Khalifa and all of those people. Let me tell you something, that shit catches up to you when you get older. And you trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? You want to raise a family, you know what I'm saying? You married and you love this person, you want to have children. Next thing you know, you impotent. You can't have no children. Cause you done fucked up and drunk all types of alcohol, smoked all types of blunts when you were younger. It's just, man, I don't know, man. I think this is going to go on deaf ears. I really do think that this will probably be the lowest views of a video that I ever do. Because, man, the reality of it is, the next video I'm going to do is there's no money in conscious hip-hop or rap. Conscious rappers don't make any money. You know, what I've learned about black people, man, and it's sad. I learned this. Anything that's good for us is no good. We don't want anything that's good for us. We don't want to be told what to do. Like, we are so not into a person telling us that we need to change our diets, that we need to, you know what I'm saying, do research. And if you're going to believe in this religion, you know, do your due diligence, your research and everything. And we don't want to go above and beyond and benefit of ourselves rather. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just like the negative shit in life. And this is the reason why at times, you know, I'll say some shit like, I don't want to be black. It's not that I don't want this big nose and these big lips and Mr. Walter, aka Duddy. That's not it. You know what I'm saying? It's in the swag and the whole thing, like the culture, man, being black is like crazy. It's ridiculous. It's to the point where everybody wants to be black. Straight up. I saw it in the Olympics the other day. They were dapping each other up. I'm like, what the fuck? Where they get that at? Where they do that at? I thought y'all don't like black people, but y'all dapping each other up. Fuck out of here. Everybody wants to be black, right? It's not that. It's the mentality that I'm talking about. It's our negative mentality that we have as black people. And it's crazy, man. Like, we're so loving to everyone else except for our own race. You know, and it just, that shit bothers me. And I don't get it. I don't get it at times, man. It's just really, really confusing. You understand? Like, because we have this type of, I don't know how to put it, this organic type of energy that we know one another. Like, I could walk past a black dude, right? And I could be like, yo, what's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? And he'll know exactly what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We give each other dap, you know what I'm saying? We got our own little hand, the way we do our hands and shit like that, handshakes and shit. And we'll know all of that. And be cool. And we can shoot the shit, laugh and joke. You know how many times I've been in places, whether it was a club or like at the gym, like just today, for real, it's funny. I was at the gym just today, and this broad walked past, right? Now this broad, she thick as shit, I ain't gonna even lie, right? She's like a local. She comes in there every day at the Y, right? Every morning she comes in there. But today she was just looking extra dumb thick, right? So she's walking out of the door. I'm coming in the door, right? So she opens the door for me. I'm like, yo, thank you. But as I'm walking in and I say thank you, I see on the corner of my eye, it's a black dude that's like getting out of the truck. And he looking too. And we gave each other that same type of look, like, damn. And both of us laughed. It's that type of energy that we have towards one another, where I just be scratching my head like, why can't we always be that way? Why do we gotta shoot and kill each other? Why do we have to I don't know. Hey man, I'll just say this. This video is mad long, man. Just for black men out there, man, please, 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 take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And if you don't give a damn about yourself, take care of yourself in order to be around for those that love you. You understand? Please, man, I urge you all. And I'm gonna do the same in return, because I'm not perfect, man. You understand? Me and Mr. Walter and I, you know, we gonna take care of one another, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, like I said, man, I can't do without Mr. Walter. If my shit ain't right at 70, 80, 90, 100 years old, man, I don't want to live, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I give you an example before I get off of here, right? I see like a lot of white people, but I mean, I can't even say white people. Like, it's a lot of dog lovers out there, right? You know, they feed their dog, you know, they put on raincoats if the dog, you know, they going outside with the dog and it's raining and shit. That's the same way I treat Mr. Walter, you know what I'm saying? Also known as Duddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I treat him just like that. You know what I'm saying? I wash him. You know what I'm saying? I make sure he gets the special treatment, you know, because when it's time to put in that work, you know, I'm going to pull out Mr. Walter, also known as the D. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to depend on him to put in that work. So, man, listen, man, just get your shit together, man. I mean, who don't want to have sex? All these beautiful women out here. I mean, if you don't want to eat right because you don't give a damn about yourself, you don't care about people that care about you, don't you like having sex? I like that, man. I love, yo, seriously, let me end it like this, man. I like having sex more than I like drinking. If anything, drinking and smoking leads to fucking. So it's either like, it's a choice. It's a multiple choice. It's like, yo, do you want to fuck for the rest of your life, or do you want to just dedicate your life to just drinking? Man, I'd rather fuck for the rest of my life. That shit is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a thing called sex magic, man. Y'all need to learn, study that shit. It's real. Like, that shit it's healing factors to having sex, man. But if you ain't on that level, hey, it is what it is. Other than that, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. I'm out, yo. Love one another, man. We all we got. Love one another. Share the video to every black man out there. Let's get it. I want to see you all in the gym. Let's get it. I'm at the Y in the mornings. Let's get it. You need a workout partner? Let's get it.